YouTube, what's good with y'all? I'm coming back at y'all with another collective read. I just said I was gonna do a break, but look at me here. Hope this catch y'all at a resonant time. I appreciate all the likes, comments, shares, and subscribes, and I thank you for all the just super thanks, all the appreciation, the grace, and the love, encouragement that I'm being sent at this time. I really appreciate it. We're gonna get in straight into these channel messages. Angels of the highest white light, please bestow upon me with absolute protection, healing, and direct channeling and correspondence into what the divine collective needs to hear today. Please, Nashe. Thank you so much. Temperance is being highlighted first off. So temperance, I'm being patience is significant because I was finna rush into that. Patience is significant. Face your fears and face the courageous result. I'm picking up on an anxious energy. Maybe there's something that's, it doesn't have to be scary. It could be scary in like a good way. Like you have a new opportunity coming, something that you're scared of, but not in a bad way. Like maybe a new person, maybe it's a, you know what I mean? New venture of some kind. Forgiveness is your key to energy flow and ultimate peace. So I'm saying this to say, a lot of my collective, come from a lot of trauma or a lot of things that brought up our spiritual abilities or developments to the way that we are, and I'm a confirmation. But what I'm getting from like the patience and facing your fears and forgiveness, with this, I feel like you're going onto a new journey. I feel like this is a new project. This may be a new project idea. This may be a new idea that you're focused or thinking about dropping or releasing or collaborating amongst others with or bringing to other people in terms of the ideas. But know that God favors you in your plans. Saying that to say from the earlier what I was going to say, with the trauma that built us up, sometimes we can really look down upon ourselves, or we can look at ourselves in the same way that the pain had hurt us before. That's significant for somebody to not look at to update how you look at yourself, good or bad, you know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be bad. It's not really, it's a connotation, it's energy. But honesty right now may free up somebody's energy field. That may be significant for somebody. With the devil energy, there may be a lot of distortion that can represent, the devil energy can represent illusions. It can represent over materialism. It can represent obsession. It can represent sexual desires. It can represent lust after anything. You are a star energy. I'm getting from that. I feel like you're healing from that devil energy, because the 10 of Pentacles is on your horizon. I think that 10 of Pentacles is what you're afraid of, whoever I'm picking up on. You may be scared to be in your empowerment with this Empress energy. You may be scared to nurture, those big qualities, big, like energetically big qualities. It's very impactful, prominent. You may be shy a little bit. I'm picking up on a shy energy. They are fake. Cut them off. You may have been like the people pleaser type. You may have been like, with this Hierophant energy, you may have not wanted to walk into your authority because you really loved people, Redirect your energy from any draining situations that soaked into negativity. So what I'm getting from that 6 of Pentacles, you were over giving to the wrong energies. And I think energy vampires really started to see how kind of distorted your own energy was starting to become because of certain attachments that you had. You're a cult stopper. So you may have gone against isolation saved your life. You may have separated yourself from a whole bunch of those past things that we talked about. And a part of that is, I feel like the new venture, there's inspiration. This all ties into this new venture that I'm speaking into, or this new subject. This could be a new venture in terms of just a new level of expression, a new level of gifts, a new level of awareness. It could be a new job, it don't have to be physical though. It could be physical. It could be both. It could be a multiple things. But they try to take your kindness for weakness. So isolation. So as you got away from all these things that, in your life that altered you to a certain point, that just helped in your character development. As you move forward, how are you gonna move that and integrate it into one? I feel like this new venture involves your past in terms of healing it for a collective project. I feel like this is resonant for somebody. Divination abuser. So what I'm getting from that, you may be reaching out, spiritual guidance, all type of confirmations that you're seeking for. But I feel like whoever I'm picking up on, this idea that you're thinking about pursuing in any way, shape, or form is gonna take off for you. Your truth that's maybe uncomfortable to express, your gifts that may be weird to others to see it. Maybe it's something that's never been seen before. I'm picking up on an energy that, like, what you're gonna do, what you're planning to do, has never been seen or done before. And it's hard to speak about that, plan about that to people that don't even believe in certain things that they haven't seen yet. That's significant for somebody. Others try to block God's plan for you, but will get their karma. And there may be a worry about people going against you, or what people may say, what people may think about your truth, your gifts, your story. Maybe it's not even your story. Maybe it's just connected into inspiration or what you want to do in a venture. Maybe it's an inspiration to connect a portion of your intimate side of yourself. Maybe your inner child is significant. Childhood is significant in this, to integrate one's inner child into a little more into their grind or their daily routine. Or maybe it's not a routine, maybe it's a venture, maybe it's a creative project, maybe it's a field in general, maybe it's a whole environment that you're supposed to bring this inner childlike nature to, this purity more so too. Because there's a new venture on the horizon for you, or there's new opportunities that are bound to arise for you. Because your art is needed, bro or sis. Your art, your gifts, your truth is needed. Money is going to allocate so abundantly upon you sharing your gifts and walking in that Empress energy. For a lot of people, that Empress energy, man or woman, can walk in the energy simply embodying the sale or creation or consistency of one embodying the priority of their spiritual or creative life. That's Empress energy. That can be significant for somebody, just for the perspective. It's all energy. You embarrassing all your enemies right now may have thought you were stupid, is what I'm picking up on. Like, I literally just heard it like that. But this is a tower to them because you're actually gifted. You may be neurodivergent, so maybe you have, like, people on the spectrum, they call that those are neurodivergent people. They have a different way of functioning and learning. So you may have been different. Like, I'm different. Like, my mind works totally different. I've always been like this as a child. But with this, there's no need to be in a stalemate about anybody that has a problem or worry or, like, even, I don't know, I'm picking up on, like, maybe a shame. I don't know. Shames you for how different you are. Many attacks are being sent out. I'm getting with that, like, or this is past energy with the Lover's card, but you loved yourself. And you saved yourself with the isolation saving your life. You protected your gifts, I heard weirdness. Like, and I say weirdness openly because weirdness is like, you're just different, bro. Weirdness is not something to say like you're weird, like in a negative connotation. No, you're different. Like Nine of Swords energy, I feel like people wanted you to feel hopeless about that. You know what I mean? I think there's people that wanted you to feel so secluded about that fact. You know what I mean? Page of Pentacles. But you kept on your path because you believe in your vision. And whatever I'm picking up on, this is what may have fed. I feel like I was tapping into that past energy. This may have fed into like certain mindsets about this art project, this new venture, the spiritual gifts, this embodiment of self, maybe a new version of yourself that you're now tapping into. But that's the past energy for somebody, the general past energy. They love you but hate you at the same time. So as you ascend, that jealousy, it's going to turn into more and more admiration, but so does the hate. That's why you have to put it in such a distant place. And this may have people pulling on your heartstrings, trying to play with you, make you feel guilty. But don't allow anybody to make you feel guilty for trying to vibrate on your highest frequency. You are on a high frequency. Ace of Pentacles, you're stepping into new ventures, and you need the most allocated space and energy to try to do that and try to see what's best. Those that were once laughing are now admirers of you. You're being guided and inspired to walk in your full empowerment, your conviction, your discipline and confidence, boldness as you step into this new venture in your life. Maybe it's just a new phase in your life, new era, new side of you that you're exploring. You take what resonates. Seven of Swords energy. You're moving away from that deceptive shit. We're not accepting that, We affirm that. You may be musically inclined, exactly, like share your gifts or work more toward it. Start on that project, you know what I mean? Meet those people, network. Big thing about music. I'll be talking to some of these music guys. I'm a young guy coming into this, so I'm just absorbing, right? I'm soaking. I get all type of game from everybody I've met, and I shout out to anybody that's watching me from the music industry that wants to collaborate or that like I'm really saying in real life, that watches me, that I know in real life. Shout out to you. Because I've learned so much game from people and how this industry works and how to move around it. It's really creative. And you got to be a real life genius, or you got to have that real life genius connection. You got to have that setup connection. That's significant for somebody. But what separates you in an industry like this is your difference. This is significant for somebody because you may feel weird or ostracized, is the word, for how you are or how you stand out amidst your hometown, your family, whatever it is. But that is the same key that's going to blow you up in fucking LA. Maybe you grew up in Idaho. I don't know. But you go to LA or some shit and they like, whoa, we need to see this kid. Like shit like that. Industry sacrifice is significant. A lot of people sharing your gifts. A lot of people, I'm being holding on. They try to form smear camp. A lot of people, I feel like this is current energy or past energy. A lot of people will try to get together to siphon your energy, or they will. Or when people do that in group settings, it's more like an organized thing, unconscious or conscious, because sometimes people are really just being controlled by a spirit. You take what resonates, but those smear campaigns that they try to form in groups or whatever, they, people that, this can be past, present, or future energy. This can be a worry of yours, a prediction of yours. You could have worries about people, how they're going to take to you. One thing I'm gonna say right now, as an artist, you got to be ready for critique. Everybody's piecing you apart. Everybody's, tearing you apart in terms of like stripping down what they see of you and really trying to make sense of what they see. That's what we do. We judge everything we see. We do all of these things. Ancient royalty, nothing's new under the sun is what I'm getting with that. And everybody that's been great, all those great figures we read about, it's the same stories of ostracization and secluding one against a whole group of people that feel empowered by going against one or a few, or that feel oppressive and feel like it's the same story, because that oppressed being, that minority, is more powerful than them all. That's significant. Or has something that's more powerful than them all, or has something that they don't have that they feel is more powerful than whatever they possess. These are just energetic transparencies that people would probably never tell you, but it's something that as an empath, you get the ability to sense and feel it. And a lot of this, for the empaths, the sensitivity it can feel like a curse. But it really is a gift when you can master the flow of energy. It's just, it's a tough time, especially growing up younger and having to adapt to it. Some people turn into addicts. Some people turn into a lot of things because of these empath abilities. They can feel so much. But you really are, this is significant for somebody, you really are meant to impact so many people with those feelings that don't feel, that don't know how to. They weren't taught that. They weren't brought those same obstacles, or maybe, people, maybe lessons, maybe good people that taught you to be who you were. That's significant for somebody. Success naturally follows you. So I'm getting like, you're meant to be like an impactful person. That's where the success comes from. It's not the money that you get from the song you made or that painting you post. It's the people, the people that it changed somebody's perspective. A lot of artists musically, you can change somebody's perspective. That's why it's this need, 1333 as I say it, there's this need to stop the movement of like black niggas like killing each other, like and perpetuating the same, same shit. But it's always, it's easy to say, but you know what I mean? It's easy to say. But like, for example, don't nobody kill black people better than black people. That's a significant message from my specific black people. You may be a black person that grew up in a community that completely looks down upon this type of shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Because I definitely grew up in a city like that, and I get it. I get it. So, but the spiritual mastery is meant to teach them to follow their spiritual suits, their spiritual self. I've inspired so many people that were once trying to bully and ostracize, humiliate, outcast me. I'm now their inspiration. This is just a reflection for somebody to hear it. I went through that, being laughed at. Like, he's crazy. That man, you see him? He's crazy. And sometimes at some points I thought I was. And sometimes I was acting crazy because I felt like I was. That's significant for somebody. Because you're not. That Ten of Swords energy is just meant to put you in that position to feel it. Because only you can manifest that outcome. That's the thing. You got to understand that. And I had to understand that. Bad bitch energy, what I'm getting from this, that's a feminine aspect. I'm getting the energy. That's the cards that represent energy. Just, I gotta reiterate. But what I'm getting from that high-end feminine energy to know that you're worthy and empowered in yourself. A lot of men don't have that because a lot of men fear feminine energy. A lot of men don't have the best relationship with feminine energy. A lot of women don't either, but specifically speaking from a man's perspective, I just know that. But the femininity is important for like your worthiness to move forward, especially as an artist, whatever you're going to share truth, your worthiness, your empowerment, that is your empowerment. Not to let anybody shame you, make you feel less than for what the fuck you went through or what the fuck you feel about something you went through. Significant for somebody. That's Nine of Pentacles energy, self-fulfilling energy, self-efficient, self-sufficiency. Your aura and power is being seen and felt by many people. They fear your power, so share your gifts, because their fear of you is only going to make them either fall in line in terms of like alignment. And doesn't mean like that means alignment's under. It's just alignment. What is that? Alignment can be like, what's that reflection? Reflecting like, why am I triggered by this person? You know, a lot of divine feminine women especially can make a lot of power. The most powerful man reflect. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the essence. That's the power. Whoever I'm picking up on, you have that power to make people, man or woman, to make people reflect upon themselves. It's that feminine energy within you. You respect yourself. You had strength in times that they try to make you weak. You know, Five of Swords energy, they ain't stopping no fucking cost. And that's why look, that's where the transparency comes in. Because now you still made it through. God ain't going to stop going at that ass. You know what I mean? You got to look at it like that. People are threatened by your aura. They should be. Because they probably looked at you like a sweet little lick at one point. Check out my other videos. Snake energy, watch out. A tall male may be significant. The obsession over you is never it's never an insecurity. It's a compliment. Your power being felt by others and the way that people can kind of like cling to it. You got to think about it. It's uncomfortable when you made the wrong assumption about somebody and you didn't look within and you projected on somebody else that seems to now be being reflected in a mirror back to you without words being said. So because you like to look within, whoever I'm channeling, because I like to look within and seek my inner lessons. That's how I change my life. Whoever I'm picking up on, you're learning that same thing. That's the only way. You got to look within and change your inner world, change those inner aspects of how you feel, those deep densities, and give yourself grace, because that's the only way through. You know, you can't go to war with people and consistently win. That's significant for somebody. You can't keep going to war with people. You're going to lose. That's significant for somebody. Unless you're the one that's keep getting projected war upon, they going to keep losing. That's significant for somebody too. You know what I mean? You doing your thing, following your alignment with God, let them call war. I support all people in their energy. Neff says that. I love Neff. I love what she be saying. I support everybody in their energy. I support it. Because it don't matter if you're going to get that karma or whatever. I support you. I ain't trying to control you. I'm not trying to change your decisions. Nothing. Significance about that. Let them do what they're going to do. Because you closing out old cycles and you're going to reach a state of self-harmony. And you're already reaching a self-harmony. And a lot of people are going to want to collaborate with you. A lot of new people, a lot of new experiences are opening up for you. It doesn't mean you got to close off everything, got to change into a new person and say, fuck everybody else. And if you do need to, that's specific for somebody. Do that shit. Don't feel bad. But it's just a boundary thing. It's just a self-respect thing. You're the hot topic. You may be talked about a lot amongst your family members, your friends, is what I'm getting. You're simultaneously existing on multiple realms and timelines. With the Seven of Pentacles, your diligence is very much seen. There's a huge masculine energy about you. Huge masculine energy. Man or woman, there's like a consistency about you. There's a sternness, like in your ground you stand. You know, and that can't be trampled upon. I'm getting like that need to be tempered with yourself at this time, as, you know, you're trampling over things that, you know, the hard part is over for somebody. That's another channel message. The hard part's been over. It's about like you still standing your ground in terms of self-worth and representation of self, and not accepting outside of yourself what's not a representation of what's within. That's just your self-empowerment. But I'm going to end it off right there. I think that's enough of my blabble for the day. I said I was gonna take a chance. Damn. Slow fuck it down, man. That's significant for somebody. Slow down. I be really needing to slow down. The thoughts and the downloads be coming so quick. Collective. Whew. But I said I was gonna take a break after this last video, and I lied. But I really have this like passion for just getting, you know, ahead on these collective reads. And I like tapping into different energy fields, just cleansing, going into a different sector. It's like going into different timelines. It's kind of similar. But you may be a powerful timeline shifter. That may be significant. My do-rag coming off. But that means I'm definitely going to have to end this collective. 2020, as I say that, 2020 vision too. You may be a powerful visionary. You know the channelings don't stop. But I'm going to end y'all off on this one. All my personal bookings are damn near finished. I've got like 2 more, literally. I'm thankful for everybody that's been patient with me at this time. And I thank you for all of my new collective subscribers. Welcome to the Soul Fam. And if you resonate with any of these messages, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. It really does help the channel and the algorithm. And I'm going to send y'all off on this note. And I appreciate all of you for showing so much love to me. And if you need anything from me, please hit my email at shamikasun@gmail.com. And everything else is in the description box. And yeah, I send y'all so much ashe and love. Peace out, collective.